first installment of Doodling with Rufus. Yep, I got a program here that is called Autodesk Sketchbook Pro, and basically it's just a sketchbook. You know, there's no fancy this or that, it's just a drawing program. It does have some interesting aspects to it, but today we're just going to doodle. Not really going to get into the wheres and why-fors of how the program works yet. If you're interested in that, leave a comment, let me know, and maybe we'll do one later on that. But for now, we're just going to doodle. Now, I like starting out, let's see here, with a background that's like black, you know. Well, I've got a couple of different sets of tools that I can work from. For some reason, this recording program I haven't quite figured out yet won't show a couple of these toolbars. It'll show me this one down here, but it won't give me these other two, and they're the ones I like using best because they're easier to work with. But basically what I'm doing, if I get it to come up here, tools, there. Going down here to the symmetry, I call it the mirror tool. Whatever you do on one side of the canvas just automatically shows up on the other. Like if you have a paintbrush with this brown color on it. Oh, I missed it. All right, let's undo that. Let's try again. All right, with the brown color, and you mark that. See, it automatically goes to the other side also. Now, there's a fill tool here, and I'm going to fill up this background with black because I like black. Yeah. Now, I'm going to use a different kind of brush here. This is a fan brush, and I'm just going to put some color on there. This is, I found a color other than black. Let's see. Let's go with red. Some shade of red. I don't like that one. It's darker, deep red. Yeah. And we're just going to smear some color on here. We're just doodling. There's no rhyme or reason to how or what we're going to create. You know, most times I don't even know. I just kind of put down some color and find something in there to pull out and make a picture out of it. Now I'm going over here to a smudge tool, and what this does is just kind of drags color around, and you can adjust the size of it, the opacity, and the strength as to how much it'll drag how far. See, I can zoom in on this whole picture here. And smear, see how it just kind of drags it around. Oh darn, I forget. Every time you change the view on this thing, you lose the mirror effect. So I always have to remember to reset that. It's a little large for this. Let's turn it down a little. Hey, you know, I'm no artist, people. I just a guy like to draw. And doodle. Maybe somebody else will enjoy watching some of this. Let's see. Turn up the strength on that a bit. Drag a little more, a little further. All right, now this is where things start getting interesting because we're just going to make a mess with this. Just an absolute mess. Matter of fact, to make it really messy, I'm going to make it much larger. Oh, that's way too large. How big is that? That's too large. Ah, daggone this thing. Get it down. How's that? That's good. Get that out of the way. And we're just going to start smearing stuff. I mean, everywhere. Take some of the black into the red. The red into the black. And just go everywhere. All over the thing. Just whatever. Ooh, the little, wow, that's kind of cool. Bring down some white from the top. Jesus. Daggone scam callers. I'll tell you. Oh, yeah. Get some interesting shapes deep down in there. This should be real intense. I'm using a touchpad. It's a Monoprice touchpad with a pencil here. I got that off the Amazon, and the program at the same time. The two of them together ran me about 80 bucks. I think it's a while ago. All right. Now let's push this back a little bit. Oh yeah. Hmm. What do we got there? What a mess, huh? But hey, there's always a picture in something. If you look at the clouds, there's ice cream cones and faces and puppy dogs in them, and in here there's faces and noses and rocks and plants, just all kinds of weird things. Yeah, just weird things. Let's see, let's start with some dark color here. Take that dark red. Okay. And oh, turn the mirror aspect back on there. And let's see. Let's start right here. I changed over to my pencil tool. Let's see here, that could come down over here. See, go up to pencil and change the color to a darker red. And just kind of look for shapes and designs in the mess that you can pick up on and pull out. Just look for shapes and things that you can outline and maybe turn into something that looks kind of three-dimensional. Let's see, let's go to a lighter, much lighter. Maybe I'll try that. Throw in a little highlight here. Just a touch to give it a little bit of effect. So you can see what we're doing, where we're going. Get some rough idea in here. I like this over here too. A little highlight back in there. Okay, I'll get a dark color. I've got a little color search finder here. See if I can get it, find that color that's going to be close to what we had. And then no, not dark enough. Okay, come on now. Don't want to go too dark. Still not there. Come on, what's going on here? Okay. Zoom in on that so I can see what the devil it is I'm working on in here. Remember to turn on the mirror. Okay, that helped. Kind of tightening up on some of this. Sharpening up the edge a little bit. Get in close like this, you can see a lot more of the shading and how the colors have blended and become see-through. And just kind of look into it and find the shapes. Highlight them, bring them out, define them. It's just doodling imagination. Square that off a bit. I guess it's going to have to be a little bit darker. Let's see. All right. A little darker than I really wanted. But we can make it work. Okay, there's some stuff in here. You could probably take a day and a half to sit here and pull out all the neat little details. I've taken some of these pictures and worked on them for literally hours and hours. Just blending and highlighting and shading. And like I've said, folks, don't give me a hard time. I'm no artist. I never claimed to be an artist. Just a guy that likes to draw a little bit. I like to doodle, hang out, do weird things. You know, when you get old like that, it kind of happens. You just really want to do nothing but hang out. I don't like that. I don't want to do anything really but hang out and take it easy. I've just recently retired. I've been putting off drawing, doing this kind of thing for years. Well, I'm done putting it off. I am done putting it off. I'm gonna retire, relax. I'm not going to do any traveling. I've done a lot of traveling around the States in my life. Grand Canyon, that was gorgeous. And up north, and in the south, most of it. Alright. One of the hardest things when I started doing this was watching the computer screen instead of my hand on the paper when I was drawing. That was pretty weird. with this mirror thing, it's not 100% perfect. Not everything you do on one side is going to come out exactly the same on the other side. But it gives you a starting point at least, and you can always work on both sides. I generally have a tendency to work on the left for some reason. Because I'm right-handed, I don't know how that works out. Let's move over a little bit here. I don't want to do that. I want to do this. Oh yeah. Make sure the mirror is back on. Wow. More and more and more and more. Alright, let's see what we're looking at a little bit here now. Ooh, that's interesting. Let's see. Let's move some of this stuff out of the way here. Well, there's a beginning. We'll call that step one. I hope you've enjoyed what you've seen so far. I'm going to be doing more of these. Hopefully, y'all will enjoy them. Leave a like, all that good stuff. Ring the bell, subscribe. And you know, any and all comments are welcome. Even if you don't like it, that's cool too. I'm a little weird. I can handle it. And I'm old enough and big enough not to take it too personally. So, have a great day, and we'll see you next time on Doodling with Ruthless. Bye, y'all.